Here's Lita, part of Team XTreme. And yes, for the second month in a row, the character that everybody gets for free, when I'm trying to pull for someone else, I pull at 4 stars. She looks great. If you had told me that this was Mickie James, I wouldn't have argued either. Sort of a little cross there. I guess the thong isn't acceptable anymore, so a toned down look for Lita a little bit. But let's see if she's got the goods when it comes to performing as a superstar. We're going to start with what I think is her best setup, which is yellow, green, the green finisher. The second yellow is her 4-star move. So anyone who has her at 3 stars, you'll see another build a little bit later. But I think this is her best at 4. You're creating a ton of green gems. The authors of Pain, both getting a shot at training. Akam and Razor. Razor adding a lot of extra green gems. We'll throw on our extra gem coaches, Triple H and Rikishi, just to make sure we keep those moves getting filled quicker. Start against Naomi, looking for a yellow match early. We'll take our wild card first. And then a yellow to fill those 2 yellows. So I mentioned the first yellow move creates a ton of green gems. But when you have both of these yellows full, you want to use the other yellow first. And what this one does is it increases the green gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. So you want to use them in sequence. It only works for 1 turn. So our damage is increased. Now we're making 11 random gems into greens. And every one of those green gems is buffed by 50% more damage. So that's a 78k pin on turn 2, which is, I dare say it's an elite number for a female superstar. There aren't many in this game who can put up that kind of a number on turn 2. As with most women's matches, we're going to have to live through a submission. Lita is a superstar who doesn't have a submission of her own. She's one of the few, to be honest. So Naomi's submission took away our ability to get the finisher off right away. So we'll try and get the finisher loaded again, either by a green match or filling those yellows again. Get the yellows first, and if we put up another big number, we might not need the finisher here at all. So again, increasing the green damage because both of our yellows are full. And now when we put 11 green gems on the board, that's almost a quarter of the board. They can be worth 4,300 a pop at this level. And now the finisher, which destroys yellows, so it can partially refill that yellow move, both of the yellow moves. So we survived a submission and still finished that match against Naomi pretty quick. Let's check out something a little bit different. We're going to take out the MP trainer and put in Stardust, who's going to give us even more damage on those green gems. He makes every green gem worth more, so that when we hit both of those yellow moves together, those green gems are going to be worth an awful lot. We have this luxury of running her without an MP trainer because we have Rikishi at 9k to be able to get those yellows charged quicker. You need a couple of matches now with no MP trainer. But because the women's matches are generally slower, you're not in such a huge rush. So we got our 2 yellow matches on our first 2 turns. So this is turn 3, increasing that green damage even more. Now check out how much these gems are worth. 11 of them going on the board. When they match, 5,700 apiece, and a big cascade. That's 80k damage. And our finisher is filled. So we'll destroy 4 of those yellow gems and partially refill those 2 moves again. Looks like we're going to have to go through another submission here. If you don't use both the extra gem coaches, obviously you can put, there are a number of coaches that are either class specific or all around that either reduce submission damage or reduce submission turns. Certainly an option there. So instead of putting Triple H, the extra green gem coach, because we're putting so many green gems on the board, you could add a coach that makes these submissions a little more survivable. I really like when the AI plays Ronda's green moves backwards. But she managed to hit us with 2 submissions on the same turn. Well, on consecutive turns anyway. But we've got her pretty close to danger territory as far as her health. And with this wild card, our yellow moves are full. This match is done. We're not going to need this extra boost on the green gems, but let's take it anyway because that monkey flip is pretty cool. The Lita bomb, 11 green gems. That's the end of Ronda. It's going to cost a few HPs with no MP trainer. But we can survive that. Big damage, 5,700 point green gems. That's a lot. So now, same moveset again, but we're going to replace Stardust this time with another trainer. So let's try to destroy more yellow gems to refill those yellow moves quicker. Showboat, Diamond Dallas Page destroys extra yellow gems. We're going to be able to destroy 8 when we hit that finisher. Again, no NP trainer, so the priority early is yellow to get that yellow move filled. You need 2 matches to get it done. There's one of them. I have to say, for a free character that everybody's going to get, if you complete these tours and follow the instructions of the event, you're going to get Lita. And the tours and the milestones allow you to earn shards all month long to increase her. For a free character, I'm pretty impressed because the damage level is so high. That's been my biggest complaint about some of the women's superstars so far, is that the damage is just low. The matches seem to take such a long time because you never seem to be denting their health with your big moves. So there's our finisher now with the 8 yellow gems destroyed. And you can see those yellows are full now. So that's a nice recycle possibility. It's board dependent, of course, if there's 8 yellow gems on the board when you hit that finisher. Obviously, if there's less, it will destroy however many it can. Now our yellow moves go off and we should be able to fill that finisher again. And we're hoping some more yellows come on the board during this cascade. We might not need them. That's a big number. Big cascade. 102,000. That's big for a female superstar. And one for free. Very impressive. So that's her 4-star build because you get that extra yellow move. Let's check out the other 3 moves. We've swapped them all out. Now we've got the 3 moves we weren't using before, 2 blues and a green. The 2 blues each generate green gems, so we want to keep Rezar. And then that green Twist of Fate recreates more blue gems, so they should refill each other, but there's one little warning. It looks better than it is, in my opinion. And I'll show you when we get there. So first of all, it's trying to fill these 2 blue moves. Taking greens where we can when there's no blue available. Blue moves will be full on the next turn. We didn't get a blue match, but with the right play, some defensive play, and playing smart when it comes to matches when your color isn't there, we're still going to get our move charged. Ronda's submitting us as is per usual. Trying not to, looking around so that we don't blow that wild card getting out of a sub, but there were no other matches available, so we had to bite the bullet on that one. We might be because we've got green matches, we're going to sort of end up doing this in reverse. We're going to have the green fill the blues, which is then going to refill the green. So, this green move, it's a choose gems to swap into blue, but you must choose green gems. So you're changing green gems, as many as 9 with the NXT Seth, changing all those greens into blue. Now filling those blue moves, which is going to change gems back into green. So each of those 2 blue moves changes gems into green. One of them changes blacks into green, the other changes reds. The little Russian leg sweep. Changed reds into green. And now the tilt-a-whirl changes blacks into green. So you see how board dependent that is. It's not your most guaranteed results. Puts a lot of green out there, but when they're not placed because of the randomness, you're not always getting that move fold on the very same turn. You have to use another turn to fill that green, and that's the point we're at now. So using the green now, and now we're changing greens back into blue. That bottom left corner looks ripe with greens and blues near each other. Make sure you count correctly, Buck. So the 2 blue moves are full again, and we didn't cause a pin. Lovely. So now it's back to green again. Reds into green, blacks into green. We're going to get one match and cause a pin. Not enough damage to keep the striker down. So you can see this match is longer. Longer than the 4-star moves with the yellow. It's going to get the job done, unless Ronda puts a huge hurt on us here with cross-break gems, X-break gems, pardon me. But again, the computer plays this back asswards by choosing these gems green back into blue. That's going to cause a big enough cascade to finish this match, I think. No, we're gonna have to use these moves again. So you can see it's longer. The blue, blue, green. Now remember, this is with no MP trainer. This was with Razor and NXT Seth Rollins choosing green and choosing blue. Extra greens and extra blues. So it got the job done, about 50% health lost and longer. Way longer than the yellow, yellow, green matches, both of them that we saw. So we mentioned that that was without an MP trainer. Let's try it with one. Same setup, see if it's any faster. Start with Jerry Lawler and keeping Razor. Razor's been a trainer on Lita for every build that we've seen. If you don't have Razor, formerly Alberto Del Rio, creating extra green gems, you can use Triple H King of Kings. If you're a VIP subscriber, you've got Triple H. He creates extra green gems to fewer, but if you don't have Razor, Triple H King of Kings is your answer. So no blue matches again, but on turn 3 with Lawler, those two moves are full. Obviously, if you get a match on turn 1 or 2, it's full sooner. So we managed to fill the green right away, so let's create some more blues now. Because we don't need more greens right now. But we can try to refill that other blue move. And we do, causing a pin. 50k damage, so still, that's a decent number in a women's match. And now our two blues are full again to create more green. First the reds. Now the blacks. The blacks don't look like they're going to create a match for us. So looking to see whatever's the best cascade we can make here. So as this match continues, you get the picture on this. I think they've done a nice job with Lita. I think it's a very helpful woman to have for everybody, because now everybody's got her. So it's just a matter of collecting these shards all month to try to level her up as quickly and as efficiently as possible, not needing to use much of your training point posters. You should be able to level those moves up with the shards you collect as the month goes on, doing the tours. Your faction achieving those milestones, achieving the solo milestones, and doing those pulls, those free pulls that get you extra Lita shards and a chance at other superstar posters and shards as well. So I was initially trying to pull Matt Hardy, who I don't have, still don't have, even after those feud events. I'm still about 180 shards short. So I was trying for Matt. And when I saw the little flash at the bottom of the pulls, I was excited. I was initially a little disappointed that it was 4-star Lita. Imagine being disappointed pulling a 4-star. But having used her now through her tour, and now on the women's road here and doing these matches for the preview for you guys, I have to say I'm impressed. I think she's a cut above those mid-range women who are sort of grouped together. I think she's in the Paige, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte conversation. Just because of that move, the fact that those green gems are worth so much and you're putting so many of them on the board, whether you're running the blues that put greens on or whether you have that yellow move in my preferred build, yellow, yellow, green. They do a lot of damage, and that's what's been missing, I think, in the women's division, is superstars that do damage. So this is the second straight really long blue-blue-green match. When you get to the end of this video, after you hit the like and subscribe and share buttons, go back and watch those first couple of builds again to get a really good picture of what Lita can do at 4 stars with the yellow-green setup. That's the money one for Lita. She'll be really good in Showdown. Mixed match Showdown with one of the Hardy Boys. Will be a really nice team. So thank you for watching. Lita, I give her the thumbs up. She's right there in the conversation among female superstars. And hey, you got her for free. What more could you ask for? Check out all the YouTube content creators' videos for more previews as this month goes on. Thanks for watching.